The billionaire confidently read the foreign document aloud, smiling as he translated every line for the executives gathered around his table. His words sounded convincing. Heads nodded. Pens were already moving toward the contracts. Then, just as the final signature was about to be written, a young waitress carrying a tray quietly stopped beside the table. Without raising her voice, she gently said, "Sir, that's not what it says." Every pen stopped. The billionaire slowly looked up. The restaurant fell into complete silence. Dozens of guests turned toward the table as the waitress calmly pointed to a single sentence in the document. One small translation mistake had completely changed its meaning. If the billionaire signed the agreement as written, his company would hand away exclusive rights to a breakthrough technology worth hundreds of millions of dollars. If you believe honesty is more valuable than money, kindness is stronger than pride, and everyone deserves hope and a second chance, please like this video, leave a meaningful comment, share it with someone who needs encouragement today, and subscribe to our channel for more emotional stories that remind us what truly matters. 54-year-old billionaire Charles Beaumont had spent 3 decades building one of Europe's largest engineering companies. Brilliant with numbers and negotiations, Charles believed preparation was everything. Before every important meeting, he studied reports late into the night and reviewed every contract himself. On a bright afternoon, he met international investors at the prestigious Riverside Terrace restaurant to finalize a partnership involving advanced transportation technology. Working that day was 27-year-old waitress Amelia Foster. Most customers knew her only as the friendly server who remembered everyone's favorite coffee. Very few knew she held a master's degree in modern languages and specialized in legal translation. Shortly before graduation, her father became seriously ill, forcing Amelia to postpone her professional career so she could support her family by working full-time at the restaurant. As Amelia served sparkling water, she noticed the contract spread across the table. She immediately recognized the language. At first, she ignored it. Professional etiquette mattered. Then she accidentally overheard Charles confidently translating one paragraph for the investors. Something wasn't right. He wasn't reading it incorrectly because he lacked intelligence. He was relying on conversational knowledge instead of precise legal terminology. One phrase changed everything. Charles translated the sentence as giving both companies equal international licensing rights. The actual wording granted permanent exclusive ownership to only one side if certain conditions were met. The difference appeared small. The consequences would be enormous. Amelia hesitated. Interrupting billion-dollar negotiations could cost her job. Remaining silent could cost innocent employees their future. Gathering her courage, she politely stepped forward. "Sir, that's not what it says." The dining room became perfectly still. Charles looked surprised but remained respectful. He invited Amelia to explain. She carefully translated the paragraph line by line, explaining how one legal expression carried a completely different meaning from everyday conversation. One of the visiting executives immediately contacted the law firm that prepared the agreement. Within minutes, the firm's senior translator confirmed Amelia's interpretation was correct. The room filled with stunned silence. Had the mistake gone unnoticed, Charles would have signed away critical intellectual property before anyone realized what had happened. The contract was immediately revised. Negotiations continued fairly. The partnership succeeded. Thousands of future jobs remained protected. After the meeting, Charles personally thanked Amelia. He encouraged Amelia to apply for a position within his company's international legal department. She accepted only after insisting she earned the opportunity through the same competitive recruitment process as every other applicant. Following written examinations, translation assessments, and interviews, Amelia received the position entirely on merit. Over the following years, she became one of the company's most trusted international contract specialists. Her attention to detail prevented costly mistakes and strengthened partnerships around the world. Charles also changed. He introduced a simple principle during every major negotiation. No matter how experienced the people around the table appeared, everyone was encouraged to question anything that seemed unclear. Titles no longer mattered. Truth did. Whenever young executives asked Charles about the best investment he ever made, they expected him to mention a famous company or successful project. Instead, he always smiled and spoke about one waitress who quietly corrected a translation before anyone else realized a mistake had been made. He reminded them that wisdom often arrives wearing an apron rather than an expensive suit. Before this story comes to an end, we'd love to hear from you. Have you ever spoken up even though you were afraid no one would believe you? Please leave a meaningful comment below because your story may inspire someone else to find the courage to do the right thing. As another warm afternoon sunlight filled the company's global headquarters years later, Amelia welcomed new translators beginning their first day of work. Charles watched proudly from the audience, remembering the afternoon a simple correction changed countless futures. He realized the greatest lesson had never been about language. It was about humility. The moment he chose to listen instead of defend his pride became the moment his company grew stronger than ever before. If this story touched your heart, please like this video, leave a meaningful comment, share it with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe to our channel so you never miss another emotional journey. Remember, sometimes a single corrected sentence can change the future of thousands, and the courage to speak up is one of the greatest gifts anyone can offer.